Students, in the previous lecture of our geography, we have started the lesson number 9, energy resource. In that, we have seen a lot of features, and from that, we have understood the different kind of energy resources. And we have learned the two types of energy resource, that is substance based energy resource and process based energy resource. So let us revise what we have learned in the previous lecture. As the substance based energy resource are biotic. Availability of these resources is limited. The use of this resource leads to pollution. This resource can damage the environment. Means by using this kind of substance based resource, this is going to create a lot of pollution and damage to our environment. And this kind of resources are very limited. It can be get finished if we are using it a lot of using more. Then what is going to be is this resource may get completed and we will not able to use it again. So this kind of resources is biotic, one time biotic, and we can use it, but it will create pollution and the resource damages our environment, as well as this availability of resources very limited. So let us start with learning the first resource, that is the wood. You can see here in the picture a woman is cooking, right, with the help of the wood. She is burning the wood, and with the help of that fire she uses to cook the food, right? So in villages, the wood is used on the large scale for cooking on earthen stoves. So here in the villages, we use lot of woods for making the food. Coal. Long ago, the plants and animals got buried due to the earth movement. They were then decomposed due to the pressure and heat, leaving behind the element carbon. This is how the coal is found. So here, what now we are going to learn how the coal is being made. The coal is being made. How it is going made as the plants and animals remains are being buried in the earth, right, in the surface of the soil, and after, because of the earth movement, it is being decomposed due to the pressure. Because of the high pressure and heat, the element it leaves the element carbon in that, and this is how the coal is being found. Found, no, it is formed. Coal is used for different purposes according to its quality. Low quality coal is used for cooking and coke, and high quality coal is used in industries and also in thermal stations. So here there are two type of coals it is being used. Is low quality coals are used for cooking, and the high quality coals are being used for thermal power stations. So now let's just see the next example is the mineral oil and natural gas. Like coal, these were also produced due to the earth movement. Mineral oil is found under the land surface and also below the ocean floor. So here, as the coal is being formed because of the earth movement, like that only the mineral and as well as the natural gases are being formed. So here, mineral, where it has been found, mineralized is where it has been found as under land surface as well as on the below the ocean floor. In most of the mineral oil wells, the reserve of natural gas are formed. The mineral oil reserves are limited in nature. So where it has been found, mineral oil wells have been found on the mainly it has been found in the reserves in the water areas, and the mineral oil reserves are limited in nature. It is very limited. So this oil is Why it is? Because it is limited, so there is a demand for it, and it is also being called as black gold, and it costs very high because it has this blackish color and it is costly. The energy resource are used in the thermal power generation. The steady distribution of mineral oil and coal field in India is shown in the figure. Next up, you can see here the map is being given, right? And here the index is given. So grey color is what? The coal field, and here the slant lines and dot is being given, means the mineral oil fields are there, as well as the blue color is what? The Godavari river basin. And here below the questions have been given. Name the states where the coal fields are being formed. Or coal fields are there. So let us see. Coal fields means grey color, right? So here you can see the states: Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. Here Chhattisgarh is there. Chhattisgarh, Odisha. Odisha also it is there. West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh. You can see the small part of Madhya Pradesh is also there, and Maharashtra. In Maharashtra is also there. Then Telangana. In Telangana also there. Andhra Pradesh also. Some part of Andhra Pradesh. Gujarat. So here in the Gujarat also, here the coal fields are there, as well as in the Rajasthan. Rajasthan also you can see, Jammu and Kashmir also, and in Assam. Assam also it is there. So here, in which all states the coal fields are there is Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir and Assam. So let us see the next question is, name the mineral oil field in the Arabian Sea. So here in the Arabian Sea, mineral oil field is what? The Mumbai High. Okay, only one is there. Name two states which have coal fields on the large scale, where it is more. That is in Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. Okay, let us see the next question is, which mineral oil fields are located in the northeast India? In the northeast India. North means upper part. Mineral oil, right? So you can see here Digboy, in northeast part you can see here Digboy is there, and Makum, Nahar Katia, Munmati, Lakhani, etc. Here there is northeast part. So these all places there is mineral oil fields are there. The reserves of which the mineral are found in the Godavari basin. The reserves of coal are found in the Godavari basin. And which of these states have mineral reserves in the Godavari basin? Where it is there? In the state of Maharashtra. It is there in the Maharashtra, Telangana, as well as in the Andhra Pradesh part. So, and as well as in the Chhattisgarh. So these four areas, there are states, the reserves of Godavari basin is there. So let us see the next. Now you understood how to solve the answers with the help of the map. Now let us see the next example is, of substance-based resources, biogas. Biogas can be generated from the biotic waste materials such as feces of animal and the dead leaves, shells, etc. So here, what they are doing is they are generating they are generating what, the biogas with the help of the waste materials such as the feces of animal, dead leaves, shells, etc. This energy can be used for domestic needs such as cooking, heating water, lighting lamps, etc. Some farmers have raised biogas plants in their own yard to cater their domestic needs. So means here to fulfill our domestic needs, this energy is being used. Biogas energy is being used, as well as some farmers are being raised this biogas plants in their yard to facilitate their domestic needs. Energy from the waste material. The waste is generated daily on a very large scale in a big metropolitan city. The waste disposal is a major problem in each places. As in our home also, if we are not going to throw our waste in a 1 week, you imagine how much waste things have been collected in our house, right? Like that only, uh, in daily the waste is being generated daily on a large scale in a metropolitan city, and this waste disposal is a major problem in such places, in metropolitan cities. This waste can be segregated to use the biotic components to generate gas. So here, if we are going to use the biotic components to segregate this gas, this gas can then be used to generate power. In future, this may help to solve the problem of waste disposal in the cities. Also, the cities can become self-reliant in the terms of power requirement. If we are gonna use the biotic components of our waste to generate this kind of gases, then the problem of throwing this waste, it is going to be solved, as well as the city will become self-reliant in the terms of power requirement. What is the power necessary for that city is going to be fulfilled because of this. The above energy resources are also known as biofuels because they originate from the remains of dead animals and plants, and it is also been called as biofuel because it is being originated by the remains of plants and animals, dead animals and plants. Atomic energy. The splitting of atoms of minerals like uranium, thorium can be used for the power generation. In the process, using very small quantity splitting of atoms of minerals such as uranium, thorium can be used for power generation. In this process, using very small quantities of mineral energy can be generated on a very large scale. Only a few countries in the world like India, USA, Russia has this kind of atomic energy. So here what they are doing is they are splitting the atoms from the minerals, that is uranium and thorium. The uranium and thorium is being used for power generation. So this process used very small quantities of mineral. The energy generated is very large in a large scale. So this kind of atomic energy generation is being done in the few countries in the world like are India, USA, Russia, France, Japan is having this kind of technology. So today we have learned the substance-based energy resource, how it is been, what are the examples that we have seen as the biofuel, atomic energy, biogas, as well as the wood, coal, mineral oil and natural gas. So this we have learned these are the substance based energy resource. Means this we cannot, these are very limited. If we are going to use it for a long time, this will going to get completed, right? And if we are going to use this kind of things, as you can see in this picture, because of the atomic energy is being, the splitting of atom is being done here, so lot of air pollution is being done, right? So this is going to damage our environment. So in the next lecture, let us learn the process